What's up, y'all? My name is Zulu, and I'm here with
Tatyana.
And today we're here with TSCRPT and CHXDI. How you guys feeling?
Feeling good.
Real good.
I'm lie, like, I'm feeling really good today, you understand?
Okay. Straight off the jets.
You get, flight was kind of like long, I was feeling really tired. But I'm here,
Someone come and get this, bro.
We just started.
Okay, life is good. Feel good,
Yeah,
Chilling.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Let's get right into it. So, start us off. Let us know a little bit about yourselves. Who is TSCRPT and who is CHXDI?
Okay. Oh, it's because I'm your elder, right? So, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm based in Philadelphia. Honestly, it doesn't feel real that I'm actually like just kind of talking about this because like where I was like starting music at, I could say 10, 11 years old till now, and just like meeting my guy TSCRPT, you understand? Just like the things that we're able to do is just like it's kind of mind blowing, my opinion. But yeah, it's good to be here. I'm based here. Doing this less than a year, so I'm just grateful.
That's crazy. That's crazy. If you've heard the EP, you know.
Though, but how long have you guys known each other?
I feel like it's since I moved to Delaware.
Oh, okay. How long was that?
How
been?
long?
2015, 2016.
Yeah, 2015, 2016.
Amazing grade.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And then since we're getting to know each other, where did you move to Delaware from?
So I moved from New York.
New York.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm a nomad. So before that, coming from Philly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're all over the place. East Coast Poppy.
East Coast.
Heard it. And yourself, CHXDI, before Philly.
So before I moved here, I was living in Delaware. Went to school in Delaware.
Okay.
Yeah, so came here for school too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what high school in Delaware?
High school, college.
What high school you repping?
Caesar Rodney High School.
Caesar Rodney High
Yes, sir.
School?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
It feels so long ago though.
Right?
High school just feels so long ago. Yeah.
Time flies.
Time moves.
Time literally flies.
Time moves.
No, but that's good, man. It's, like I said, it's great to have you guys here, and we keep the ball rolling.
Yeah.
So we know that you play the sax, CHXDI, and
You tough too.
yeah, you feel me? He's
like
not
that.
he's not just regular when it
like
comes to the
that.
sax.
Hey, man.
So
Thank you.
give us some background on that. How long have you been playing?
Wow.
Things like that.
So yeah, been playing since I was about 10, 11 years old.
Okay.
I started in 5th grade. That's when band started. So, my father, he was like, he's also a musician too. My mom sings. So
Everybody talented.
it was just like, all of you, because I have older brother, younger brother. So he sat us down, was just like, all of you, you must play at least 2 instruments. I said, oh God.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was the standard. So it's like, okay, we have to listen. So it's like, okay. And like he never like geared our interest or anything. He really just allowed us to pick like whatever gauged us. So yeah, started playing sax then, and ever since then, it's just been moving.
Took it and ran with it.
Yeah, ran.
Love it.
Thank God though. Yeah.
All right. So how about you? How long have you been producing?
So I've been producing for a decade now. Like
Sheesh.
literally about
Same time.
That's
like
what's
when
up.
I was like 10, 11, picked it up, and yeah.
How did you get into that though? Like, I've seen, I have friends that produce, and it just seems like it's so intricate. So like, how did you actually just like, all right, that's what I want to do?
I won't lie, right? I was not interested in the produce. The thing is, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, right? I'm the type of person who will see someone doing something that I like and kind of just be like, I'm gonna do it too.
Okay.
I do
Is
that.
it like on competitive type? Like
On a competitive type time, like sometimes it's like it's certain things I'm interested in and certain things I'm not. But like certain things, it's like, okay, this looks like something. So let me see what this is about. You feel me?
Right.
Okay.
So it can kind of come off like I'm like like I'm riding someone's way. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I always like try to form my own thing of it. My
Exactly.
brother, he was making beats with Mixcraft
Okay.
back then, right? So this was like right after my mom had passed, and so like he's kind of like slowly like getting into this groove, right? But he's using Mixcraft, and I'm like, okay, this joint looks kind of interesting, but I never really understood it that well. So like a little later, I picked up this thing called FL Studio. I only had the demo at the time. All my producers know about it, but I had this thing, yeah, before I could get the cracks, right? So FL Studio, I picked that up and I was just like, okay, let me look at this. I started making this one beat. It was like a pop beat. After I made this beat, I was like, yo, this beat is really fire. To this day, I think I could sell that to like Katy Perry or somebody.
Okay.
Like, I'm telling you.
Yeah, pop.
But yeah, so after that, like, I kind of just, you know, slowly but surely like started developing, you know. Every time I didn't know anything, like I was just like YouTube. So it was like YouTube that taught me,
a true student of the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know?
okay. That's what's up, man. That's fire.
And that's one thing about inspiration too. Like it comes when it comes, you can't anticipate it, and it comes at like different like times of your life. Like it could come at 5 years old, it could come at 15, it could come at 50. Like you just have to put yourself in a position to accept it and kind of like now turn it into something.
Like
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that word, inspiration. So that'll kind of be the topic of my next question. Currently, what do you feel are your biggest inspirations when it comes to making music or making your art?
Ooh.
Loaded question, I know, but you know, take your time. Take your time.
Let me start first.
Okay.
He's relieved.
No, I was ready to go. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, so for sure, right? Burna. Like heavy on the Burna influences.
African
Burna,
giant.
Rema, Olamide. But this is like, I can't lie, I'm speaking to like one dimension of like myself as an artist, you feel me? But that's the most relevant part right now. So Burna, Olamide, Rema are like my key influences when it comes to like the artistry, right? When it comes to like production, Kelpie, that man is crazy. Like
He's gifted.
Like if you listen to Faji, like all of those like like all the hits, not put in that beat, like he's the one that I derive influence from.
Okay, okay.
For that, you know. So,
And that's a banger.
yeah.
That's a banger.
Project goes nuts.
Appreciate you.
Play that in the club, turn it up.
Yeah.
Max volume, bass up,
Before
everything.
you know it,
Boom.
just look around.
Yeah, it's over.
Wow.
It's over.
I'm telling you.
It's one of those.
Okay.
Like that. But nah, so I mean, for me, inspiration came from a lot of different places. I won't lie. You know, where I started in terms of music with sax. I remember when I was young, my pops used to play a lot of Kenny G, and for people that play sax, Kenny G is one of the most prolific sax players that ever, you know, in this, like, I guess within the last like 20, 30 years, like. So hearing a lot of him, and I did start playing in church. So I was also, you know, under the inspiration of Kunle Ajayi. I don't know if you know Kunle Ajayi, but very, 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 very dynamic. So those were the main two in like my younger years. As I started getting older and I started getting introduced more heavily into Afro beats, I guess like modern Afro beats. That was when I now discovered Fela Kuti, because I would kind of do my research as to you know where the sound started from and who kind of like furthered it. So you know, I started listening to Fela when I was like a teenager, and it's like the way he managed to like communicate himself through his music, and not just through his lyrics but through sound and composition, was one of the things that spoke to me like really, really heavily. So yeah, in the realm of sax, I can definitely say Fela. Vocally, Burna Boy for sure.
Yeah,
There's no one like the African Giant, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like I get the controversy with Kid Burna, but like
And Davido.
and Davido,
Big three.
Yeah, but like
Comments gonna be crazy.
Burna is different because like
Debatable.
yeah, controversy, but you know, African Giant is only one of them.
Exactly.
But I like, he resonates more with me because of how he speaks power through his lyrics, and like that it's not just like a vibe, it's very motivational. Like, because music is spiritual. Like anything that you hear that can change the balance, like change your balance and sway it, is spiritual. Like that's why I say, oh, talking to this person or hearing this lifted my spirits. Like it's not just so I could say that his music moved me more than others, and it's kind of been consistently like that for forever. So Yeah.
Beautiful answer.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I kind of wanted to go back to the question. You said growing up, your parents said you had to like play at least 2 instruments. Right? So for you growing up, how was it like music wise? Did they kind of push you into that?
I feel like growing up, like, cause my mom, she was a pastor, right? She had my brother taking lessons for piano, and he enjoyed it, like a little bit, but I feel like the aspect of like, you know, him having to play for church on every Sunday, you know, like it kind of like, yeah, he felt forced.
Yeah.
But for me, right, I never really was forced into like being a musician in the church. You know, like I kind of just gravitated towards that, you know. So like it started off with the drums when I was like young, like sub 8, you know. Like I was like, yo, I'm trying to get on the drums, you know, I'm trying to get tough with that, you know. And then like when I got to New York, I got a little bit heavier with the drums. But when I moved down to Delaware, like I want to say 2016, 2017, that's when I started playing the piano.
Okay.
And like to this day, like the piano is like my heaviest instrument. Like that's if I'm to play any instrument my best, if I could say I could play any instrument my best, it's the piano.
Okay.
But like yeah, and that was his instrument too. But like I was always trying to like play with the band. I'd just be like, yo, like they really tough. Like how did they learn how to do that? So I kind of just was like, you know what? No one is really like
really.
Yeah, no one was really like pushing me towards that, but I was like like I'm into this, you know. So I was just like you know, YouTube videos, learning my music theory, all of that, and just like sharpening myself.
And your family would embrace that, right? They would
and
cool
like
with
they
it?
just you know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. We got to learn a little bit about you guys' backgrounds. You know, I really want to talk about this project that just dropped.
Me too.
Let's do it.
We have some questions.
Let's do it.
I want to get into it.
Let's go.
So let's start the forefront. That cover art. That cover art was crazy.
Go.
Talk to me a little bit. How did that process work?
I won't lie. The cover art was his idea.
Okay.
I just like I fell in line.
You just fell in line. Yeah.
I fell in line.
Okay.
I fell in line.
Yo, very in tune. So like honestly, it really started off with like, okay, we need cover art. What is it gonna be? So usually how everything starts between me and Tully would just be throwing ideas back and forth like ping pong. So essentially it's like, okay, what are we gonna do? And I was like, bro, like remember how quickly like it just kind of like it was just like
I remember like I was literally driving to the gym, and as I was pulling up into the parking lot, like that's when we were finalizing the idea. And you were talking about the laser pen. I was like, oh snap.
I was like yeah. So it was quite the like creative process. Like everything you see on the cover art was strategically put there.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay.
We just wanted something that we felt like would match the vibe of the music the most.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Kodak. He's the one who designed it.
Kodak London.
London.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask that too.
He did his thing. Absolutely.
Talented. He does great work. But yeah.
Nah, like I feel like, you know, people don't really notice this in the artwork. But like if you look at the alien and the UFO at the top of like the artwork, like he has headphones on and he's like listening to the music. So like I had this idea of like, so it was essentially Chitty's idea. I just added like minor details in there, right? Like the wraith in the corner and like in the corner of the picture, right? I was just like, yo, like let's have a wraith in there. Like,
You mind if I pull it up really quickly?
Nah,
I want to take a look at it. I missed a lot of things. Yeah.
Like,
So yeah, he is up there jamming. I do.
yeah, you see the headphones?
Yeah, I
feel me?
can't zoom in because it's on Apple Music.
But yeah,
but like you should actually see like a suitcase or a briefcase.
Yeah.
Confidential.
Inside the
Inside
the beam.
Yeah.
The alien's tape is really small.
In the back.
Yeah, I see it.
So
like-
it's tough.
So like the idea behind that is kind of just like, so the suitcase that Chitty's carrying,
Yeah.
like is confidential. Like that's the work.
Yeah.
Like, we talking about 9 to 5. We just gonna talk about artwork right now.
Go ahead.
Let me not get into
We're gonna get into it. Don't worry.
Logic.
We got time.
But like, so the briefcase that he's holding, right, is confidential. That's like the work that we bring in, right?
Okay.
So like mine is missing. You see in the artwork, I only have the pen. So like it's the alien that's like beaming up my suit, like my briefcase.
So you let him get the confidential work.
and he's
He's jamming though, but he's jamming, Okay.
So
Okay.
like that's a
How
concept.
many
behind
edits
it.
did this take? Because I know, did y'all drive him crazy?
I can't lie.
'Cause I know me making
drove
logos
that
and
man.
whatnot. I drove, the person creating it drove him crazy.
We drove him nuts. I drove him nuts.
But
like, the thing is,
paid
like-
well, I'm sure.
So like you see, like we're Nigerians, right? And the guy that we're working with is Nigerian, right?
Okay.
Like, so like, one thing that you really have leverage doing when you're working with your people is like you get to sweet talk them and then like finesse them
Oh,
into doing what
yeah.
you want.
Oh
to
God,
do, you know?
please
Like,
now.
oh,
Just
God,
change this one. To
Yeah.
now.
Just be
Y'all good at that.
small
Yeah.
thing.
So,
Cool.
you
Like,
know.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he shows love.
Yeah, you feel me?
Okay.
He did.
Okay.
He did. Even after like we dropped the prize, like he was posting it and all of that. Shout out to him.
That's what's
He was
up.
working on some stuff for Black Bones too. Like a few, like he's
What's his Instagram if you
guy.
want to throw it out there?
it's Kodak London, but like the London is LDN, so it's KODAK LDN.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you were getting into it a little bit. That was going to be my next question. At work, right? 9 to
Yeah.
5.
9
Talk to
to
us about the name.
I'm talking too much, Chitty. I'm talking too much.
Put Chidi on the spot. He's just like, yeah.
But no,
Hey, yo.
9 to 5. So like, I just feel like everything about that name reflects like how the reality of creating this project was.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously we know like normal work hours 9 to 5. You feel me? 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Right.
That's, you know, the construct of our work system, right? But there's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. But there's
Okay.
also 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. you
Right.
know? So there's
That's all.
you know, there's a lot of work that's done between those hours too, you know, and take of that however you see fit. But just a
We're gonna
lot,
ask, don't worry.
yeah, just you know, just a lot of things are accomplished. You know, a lot of assignments.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
That to be understood.
Yeah.
but that's typically when I'm the most creative. Honestly,
But he's the most
between
creative.
no, please.
Oh, yeah.
So
When you're the most creative.
yes, so
I said it.
9 p.m. to 5 a.m.
that is
9 p.m. to 5 a.m.
when the majority of
Jeez.
I like lyrics, ideas,
That's
vibes.
Vibes.
Plenty vibes.
Vibes. Just
like-
vibes. That's what I'm getting. Yo, he keeps looking over at you for a cop out. Yo, that's crazy.
No, so we got that. So let's stay focused. Yeah. All right. So we got that name. Honestly, because you know, it's a reflection of like the amount of that we put into the project.
Okay.
I remember it would be times where like Tolu would be like swamped with other obligations, school, work, other things, and me myself, I also have a lot going on,
Right.
and so like it was at one point of creating this project that it was really a tug, a push, and a pull because we were both like really like kind of swamped with other obligations, but we knew that okay, this is something that we definitely want to do. There's definitely a lot of quality that we're sitting on, and we knew that okay, this is definitely gonna, you know, move a lot of people who do get the chance to listen to it. Like, let's not sell ourselves short. Let's not kind of lose focus and kind of lose sight on like what we could do here.
Exactly.
So it was a lot of sleepless nights, like a lot of just push and pull, but you know,
But we're here now.
we up
I'm
now.
glad y'all were able to drop it though.
Yeah.
Definitely dope.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
What would you say is your favorite song there? We'll start with T-Script.
I feel like I'm the wrong person to
I'm sure y'all
It's
both
your
have a
opinion.
favorite song.
Well,
Come on.
favorite. So, like,
Well,
favorite in terms of what?
don't,
in terms
don't
of
try to turn this
production?
back on me.
Like,
Creating the song, listening to it.
Okay, as far as I guess writing.
as far as writing,
Yeah.
So lyricism, like
Yeah.
lyrics.
Yeah.
FaceTime is mine.
like FaceTime. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I feel like FaceTime.
FaceTime, yeah. There was
I kind of figured that'd be the answer, but
yeah.
But why? But
I
why?
feel like
No cryptic answers.
no cryptic answers.
I'm gonna ask.
Wait, he got me thinking about the lyrics now.
I mean, okay, yeah, good.
did you
Nah,
guys
really,
have
really.
someone in mind when y'all were writing this?
Not like
I got
okay.
crazy.
All right. Let me tell it like this, right? In the process of building the song, right? One of the meanings, right, that we derived in this time, right, was how we be working. Like we have a strong work ethic, you know. We be workaholics. So like when you dealing with, you know, a partner, a significant other, and she's not able to understand that, you know, like you see bigger and better for yourself and for her too, like it kind of makes things difficult, you know, because like you're doing all this work and she's not really appreciating it. So that was kind of like what was going on behind like that song, you know, for me. Like it was just like I'm doing all this work. You see me doing all this work and then you complaining like, oh, why are you not having time for me? Like what's going on? Making assumptions. Maybe there's another shorty, you know, something like that. So it was kind of like, yeah. I didn't say I was speaking about anyone in particular though.
Right.
I didn't say that.
You're just working towards the dream.
I
Simple
think
as
that's
that.
the one song I did resonate with. I think that's what I fuck with it. most.
Okay.
I mean, I could resonate with it for one, you know.
So you know how it feels to really trade places with someone and it just like be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Like,
the whole like,
Tell us about
always
that.
something
Tell us
and-
about that.
why y'all put me on the spot now?
They interviewed you now.
But I think when they said, you know,
That's
yeah. But no, I could resonate with it. I was the one. Of course, I was the female in the song. Like, you know, stressed out. You know.
Complex. I did not know that.
Huh?
I know you were in the wait.
Nah, that's not what she meant.
I was
That's
like,
not what she
I thought she
Wait,
meant
what?
you. I thought you were the one in the song.
Oh, no.
She wasn't the one in the song.
You had the voiceover.
No.
I had to
No,
get
I'm
it.
saying I felt like that. I felt like, you know,
Okay.
female on the song. So I
Okay.
could resonate with it. So when I first
And then
listened to the
sing.
project, I was like, let me run that back
Okay.
3 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was lit.
Okay.
Love it.
Yo, side note, the woman who was on the song, like unless she herself wants to be, you know,
disclosed.
disclosed to the public that was her on FaceTime, at what was that, around like 120 seconds, something like that. We will not disclose.
You're asking people to
identity.
go look for it
Did,
and then tell
did
us
she
we're not
tell
going
you
to tell
she
you.
didn't want to know?
Huh?
She told you she didn't want to know?
Like she's very scary as a human being. Like she's very shy.
She's a Nava's girl, so
she's shy.
you know she just
You
wants to be
understand?
anonymous.
Simple.
She's a very fine girl, but a very shy girl.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Simple
like,
as that.
For me.
I understand.
Okay.
Cheating.
Yeah. FaceTime. Yeah, that first verse.
Oh.
Yeah. Honestly, okay, so like
Can I pull it up?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna read it.
So the whole like general idea of FaceTime is like the whole man versus self when it comes to your love for one thing versus your love for another thing, and being able to like
Balance.
express that through like the amount of time you apply to it. And I feel like with FaceTime, you know, just like he said, it was like it's more so like, you know, one thing about, he said unencrypted, right? Okay, one thing about women is that like one day,
There we go. That's what. Rock out. Rock out. No time out.
My brother, be careful.
very, very
Nah,
careful.
my sister here, she'll ride for me.
No, listen,
Yeah.
one thing about women, bro, is that when they want you, they want all of you, including your time,
Okay, yes, true.
right?
100%.
Should have just let him say it.
Did he lie?
But it's just,
Not kind of, sort of, but I mean, we would just like to like not be left in the dark.
right, just
Like,
feel
keep us
important,
updated.
right? You
Maybe some
understand?
reassurance here and there, that helps.
Right. But sometimes, like, in the process of trying to do that,
Yeah.
you're not necessarily as successful, especially if you're dealing with someone who just doesn't understand that, okay, this is important and you are also important.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
They think that, okay, I want to be put first. I want to feel important, but like at the expense of my
dream.
me, like, come on, like it's just not realistic. But then again, you know, teach their own. But essentially, in the first verse, it was just, I was just talking about just the push and pull, the tugging of like, you know, going through it with someone. One thing about music is that, at least for me, it's very difficult to lie. Like everything kind of like comes from somewhere.
Yeah.
So
As it should.
and I feel like that's when music is sweeter, when it's the best, when it's actually coming from somewhere
Exactly.
rather than, you know, fabricated. But yeah, that's all about that.
All right, we'll circle back. Talk to me about you know, because obviously Faji came out first, and then Upon My Lovin' came out before. You know, those are the two that came out before the rest of the project.
Right.
So talk to me about the process of changing those original versions to what you have now. Because I heard the changes. Because I probably ran Faji 2,000 times, maybe one day. You feel me? That's my song. So like I could hear the little things. So, oh, they changed that. Or even Upon My Lovin', you added some stuff at the end. I'm like,
exactly.
Oh, these boys are slick.
Right.
So talk to me about the process of, you know, changing what you had already put out to what you have now.
So I feel like the progression from the songs being single oriented to being EP oriented, like we kind of just played it by ear, and we was just like, you know what, these are the vibes that we have on the project, right? I think this was around like around September when we were kind of like sitting on like certain, like it was like boom 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 boom, like these are the 5 beats that we want to run, right? What order do we put them in? So we figured out the order, right? I already had it in the back of my mind, like we gonna do these remasters, you know? So it's like, you know, little puzzle pieces. So like building the puzzle pieces, right? And then fitting them together afterward. So once I was done with FaceTime, I made a transition into Faji. Once I was done with once I was done with the master for Faji, like then I tweaked the end of the song so that it could flow perfectly into Upon My Lovin'. I feel like, yo, I won't
Somebody
lie.
commented on that, the transitions, right?
Yeah. I won't lie. I feel like the transition between between Faji and Upon My Lovin' is my favorite.
That's the best
Yeah,
one.
that's
the best one.
It goes crazy.
Like it sounds like the same. If you don't look at your you know, your Apple Music or your Spotify, whatever if you don't look at it,
No, they just
you
kept
might
going.
not tell that it's a new song.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you just get like in the middle listening to Upon My Lovin'. You're like,
And they both rock, so it's like,
you
I'm
know,
not gonna turn it off.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And one thing I appreciate about the project too is that like it starts out with FaceTime, which is more of like a, you feel me, theme, and then it kind of perpetuates into like, okay, Faji, dun, and then like now this whole like intense beat, right? For like, and then it stops, and then dun 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 dun, like, and so it's like, to me, I just feel like in terms of crafting the EP and crafting the music is like draws the beauty out of it, and like totally really did that like to a certain level. I tell him that like every week, like bro, like just the way he crafted everything just for it to flow was just
It's
like
amazing.
So
Amazing.
yeah.
Absolutely. I love that.
We should expect some work from both of you guys collabing again in the future,
what?
right?
We was just we was just out of Brooklyn for this one performance, and in the car I was telling Chitty, I was like, yo, like I got some more work.
There it is.
I ran the work for him. I can't say too much about it,
Of course.
but like just know, like
It's
you
coming,
feel me?
right?
Yeah, just know like
just know.
yeah, like,
You know,
like as far as like, you know, because I'm an artist, he's an artist, and his own respect. So it's like obviously we both have individual projects
Absolutely.
as well
Absolutely.
that we are getting into, like a few features plans like with other artists as well. But there's, you know, for next summer
in due time. It's coming.
Coming crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
shout out to the guy Mighty Koba, cause like, you know, we kind of got this like little camp, you know, we all just like be working on stuff together, you know?
Right.
So expect to be seeing stuff from all of us and like the, you know, all of that.
We need that.
Yeah.
Personally, I need that. I can't wait.
I'm
I
telling
can't
you.
wait. All of you guys, you guys got a good group. It's a good camp, you know. Another question I had. My favorite song, actually, outside of the songs that I already heard,
Yeah.
Who Them? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
talk about it.
That's
my joy right there.
Who Them, right? So I remember like from the conception of the beat. The beat was
wow.
something totally
Really?
in terms of like the guitar line, like
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah.
it was totally different.
Yeah.
Me and Tolu was sitting on this beat like and all of a sudden one day Tolu's like, nah bro, like I just figured something out, like, and he completely did like a remove and replace with like a different sample, and I was just like with the same beat. So I was like, so I won't lie, this one is jiving a little better. This one is giving me this one is ginger my body. A ginger this sneaker. So then
Hey yo.
Tolu was like, so how we gonna run this? Because like we always decide like, okay, how. Sometimes we just let it flow.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just decide, okay, we gonna run it like this. One verse for you, one verse. Whoever bodies a hook gets the hook, and then
yeah.
Straight like that. I like that. I like that.
yeah. So like, I won't lie. I sat on down for some time, and I remember sometimes when I'm just chilling, listening to music. I think one day I was actually listening to Wizkid, Made in Lagos, and usually I just start from the top song and I just run it to the end before I switch albums, because that album is very wholesome.
Yeah.
So I believe I got to Sweet One, and I was just like, whoa. And I was really heavily inspired by that song. So I pressed pause. I went back to the beat, and I was just like, right? Because the thing about me, I don't rap. I don't really, spit bars, nothing like that. But vocally, I feel like that's, one of my strengths. So I just tried to reflect that mainly in that song. But with that song, I wanted it to be something that you listen to and that you feel, essentially. Like I wanted there to be like a level of sensuality, but then at the same time, I wanted to also talk my shit like respectfully, because like
You should.
yeah. So because I just felt like I had some things off my chest. Respectfully. So yeah. So that's
talk say naturally no be trustworthy. It's true.
anyways. Stop that. That was propaganda. Stop it.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah. So yeah, that's a sleeper banger on that project.
I heard it and I was like,
yeah.
whoa. Yeah.
Even down to the lyrics is very much like it's very, very heavy, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you offline. We're going to get a little bit more into it. Now I'm like,
Oh yeah, I got you. Bro.
definitely.
I will tell you though, like for sure, who them Chitty took the charge. Like I remember like the name was different. We're not gonna talk about the name because it's gonna raise some questions after this interview. But
Screaming. There's questions right now. You see that? You see that?
so
Spidey sense is tingling.
bro.
Something's wrong.
Baby, tell me all the things you did for your mind.
Yo.
But yo, like, so Chitty definitely led the charge on this one. But like, so after he was done, like, I was kind of like, I was getting the vibe. Like, I was like, okay, so this is what we on. So that's when like I came with the hook that I brought. So like that was the way that this like project, the way that this song was ordered, like was very. Like, I was definitely.
Unorthodox.
It was very unorthodox. I was I wasn't dragging my feet, but like, I was like dead weight for some time because I was just like, yo, I don't want to just drop any type of hook on this, because Chitty, he be doing the hooks. You feel me? Like Chitty, like he's more of the singer. I'm more of the like you feel me?
Smooth talker. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like the
Like-
rapper type. Like you feel me? Because that's my roots. Like before I ever got into, just started making Afro beats in like 2019. Before that, like I was all.
I catch a vibe with you.
You feel me? Like, you know the vibe.
I'm
Like,
here.
I'm gonna keep all of that old stuff up there too, so people can see the progress. But like, yeah, so I was just like, yo, however I approach this, I needed to slap. You feel me? And especially considering the fact that the song started with the hook, it was just like, yo, I got to put something on the
I
table.
can't fold.
One thing I always do is just like I let the flow carry me. I let like the beat carry me and just pocket the flow inside of it. So I did that, and yeah, I almost answered to this man, almost. But he kind of killed it. And the whole song is crazy.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
No, the thing that gets me about that song is the intro, like the disc jockey, like two empty glass of wine, now it's prime time. I said totally wait. This song that my two verses were sitting for like weeks.
Like, yeah.
I said, totally, can you just fill this gap, please?
Yeah,
please. And so, when he came correctly.
He did.
But no, so like a song that we didn't really speak like that about was Novalistic.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Novalistic, I won't lie, that's more of like, that was total spin on like tapping into Afro house, right? And so like we really tried to attack that in a manner in which like because even on the song, the hook wasn't even any of our vocals. It was straight like, you know, a sample.
Oh, yeah. But I like you just let the drums rock. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's
Yeah.
that's a characteristic of, you know, a lot of like house and the Mapiano songs that you do hear. Very limited voice, but very beat heavy. There's a build up to it, like the
A lot of
beauty is
harmonizing.
in the build up.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Understand what I'm saying? So that was just, you know, our spin, our pitch at that, and it was very nicely executed. Pay attention to the lyrics. That's what I will say. Do not let the lyrics of this EP really go over your head. Like, there's some
hidden gems.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nova, again,
Especially Novalistic.
Like I said earlier, right? Again, FaceTime and Novalistic are the two songs that really speak to the concept of the project. And like, I feel like Novalistic is like the perfect resolve for, you know, like what we're talking about during the course of the project. And yeah, just pay attention, because Novalistic came in phases, right?
Okay.
We was just sitting. That was one of the tracks that we was just kind of like sitting on for a little bit. Chitty came first, you feel me? And I kind of just like let all the frustration, all the stress, everything. Like I kind of just let it out into like what I was talking about on the track. Like literally, like every,
I need to run it
the
back.
way every word that I said to start that song is it's so real to me.
You were living that.
Like I was living that. Like
living that.
Like yo.
Like, can we just walk through the lyrics, please?
Oh yeah, my God. So it's like
I got him right here. Yeah. Go ahead.
it's like in a dancing's giant enter for my head. As I hustle die, I best know the rest. All the talk, them talk, no push me to my edge. Now we bring the vibes, we choke you for your chest. So like basically like the way I wrote the verse was like kind of like speaking towards after the project had dropped, right? Jaye is like enjoyment. It's like it essentially just refers to enjoyment. Right? So I'm basically saying like it's been a minute since like I've been enjoying myself, you know, because like I just been like, you know, just working, you know,
Grind mode. Yeah.
grinding. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because like we got some in the works for y'all, you know. But like people just be taught like, of course, because you know, coming back to FaceTime, like
Chatter.
there's just a lot of chatter. You gotta block it out. You feel me? Because like at the end of the day, we have something that actually matters.
Right.
We bringing that to y'all, and then like, you know, it goes into like, now they tell me Mobo no, like basically like I'm like, now they're telling me like I'm the guy now. You feel me? They were saying all this talk before.
There's a reason.
But now that,
I was
you feel
working.
me?
Yeah.
I was working.
Yeah.
You know? So like, yeah. Go tune in.
Tune in.
Go in.
9 to 5 EP, Chitty T-Script.
The guys.
You feel me? Out now. You feel me?
We appreciate you, boys.
You know we unorthodox, so it's spelled CHXDI and it's spelled TSCRPT. You feel me? So
No vowels.
yeah, no vowels. No vowels.
So my last question. If you could say anything right now to your fans, to your listeners, your following, I know you guys said you have more stuff coming. What do you want them to know?
One thing I'll say is that branch out and listen to different types of music. Like if you're used to listening to rap, drop rap for like a little bit and start, you know, listening to jazz, Afrobeat, other like genres besides the one that you're used to. Because I feel like you can only really truly appreciate music if you see the bigger picture. Also, I will say, like when it comes to art in general, when you see your friends and people that you know or may have known for a long time, or you've already like generated maybe a perception about them, or you know them, you feel like you know them, whatever, and you see them like trying to branch off into doing something new that you're maybe not used to seeing them do, understand that it takes a level of confidence, one, and it also takes, you know, it requires for you who claims to be their friend or claims to know them or support them to actually support them.
Right.
And to actually, you know, let them know that, yo, I see you, gang. see you, bro. I see you, sis. Everyone started somewhere, and so when you see your loved ones, your friends, your family, like really branching into arts, specifically arts or different areas and variations of arts, encourage them. Like really, really encourage them. If you have younger ones, like younger brothers, younger sisters, younger cousins, encourage them to get into music. Music is like it's healing in its life. Like the same way the Lord said, "Let there be light," and light came the same way He created sound. The same way He created music. Music is supposed to bridge the physical and the spiritual. It's like it's an instrument. It's a tool. That's why, I appreciate Fela the most, because he used music as a tool to be able to try to push change and create change in the country where I'm from. So, there's a lot of capability. So tap into music deeper. If you have loved ones, encourage them to do so the same way. So
very well said. Very well said. And you too, Script?
If there's one thing I could say to the people that, our listeners, like, we do this for y'all. Like, as much as we do this for y'all, like, we need y'all support to, like, help us get to the next level and then be able to do something bigger for y'all, and just keep on perpetuating that until we're at the top, because that's what we're gunning for. Nothing short. Like, we're going straight for the top. So definitely show us love. Like, we, to the best of our ability, we going, you feel me, reciprocate 100%.
Yeah, stream that 9 to 5 too. Stream that 9 to 5. I'm telling you that that project, it's so versatile, so well rounded, man.
Yo, like, all right, let me say this real quick. All right? Let me say
this. What he really wanted to say. That's what he really wanted to say.
Yo, like, your boy really been slaving.
Yeah.
Like, me and Chitty, like, yo, slaving.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, for
it's
months.
Gonna pay off though.
You feel me? Like, I pray, like, but the thing is, for it to pay off, right? We need our fans to, like,
tap in.
Yeah.
We need to build that base, and let, like, everybody know that, yo, this is what type of time are we on, and, like, first of all, let's get this straight. This is my time to talk my talk a little bit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, we not one of them. Like, we not some of them. You feel me? Like what we put out, right? We're not just putting anything out into the atmosphere for anybody to be like, oh yeah,
cool.
Oh you're a musician. You make music.
Music, tough. Like no, like tough. No.
Nah, like
this is real.
This is certified. You feel me? Like, what we do is certified.
Yeah,
we not just out here like.
We've arrived.
SoundCloud.
It's not no sound. God,
it's not SoundCloud. Boy.
Oh my God.
It's not no SoundCloud vibe that we got for you. You feel me? And we gonna keep bringing them. Like, we gonna keep bringing them, and we gonna keep doing what we can do, breaking every record that we set for ourselves, and going to the top. So stay with us. That's all. Stay with us.
Love to see it, man. Well, T-Script and Chidi, man, we appreciate you guys coming out, having a conversation with us. Like I said, we're looking forward to what's coming in the future, and we wish you guys the best.